"Tell me, Dalarian," she said coolly, "what is your business here?" He sneered, white teeth flashing startlingly. "My business is with the High Lord of Dinisdale, wench," he said, his voice deep, gravelly, and entirely too confident for one who had just been beaten and captured. Brennus struck him this time, using the back of his gauntleted hand against the Dalarian's square jaw. He reeled from the blow, but again maintained his balance. A spray of blood stained the rushes. He glared at Brennus, this time growling low in his chest. "Do not strike me again," he said, his voice little more than a whisper, "or yours'll be the first neck I snap when I escape these restraints." "You will escape nothing," Gwen declared, daring to come closer in her anger. "As for the High Lord of Dinisdale, you are in his presence, for I am the one who speaks with his voice." A dark eyebrow arched as the Dalarian smirked. "I would have expected Lord Clarion's voice to be much deeper and more commanding." Gwen's teeth clenched tightly, and she trembled with anger. Her hand flew out before she could think, her palm connecting with his bearded jaw. Her palm stung from the impact, but it did not lessen her satisfaction. More blood spurted from the wound on the Dalarian's lip, some of it staining the hem of her gown. He grunted, "I do not threaten women, wench, but I might make an exception if you do that again. Yours may well be the second neck I wrap my hands around." Gwen stayed her hand, not for fear of him, but because she knew that if she struck him again, she wouldn't be able to stop. He was a singularly infuriating person. "You will respect me, Dalarian," she said coolly. "I am not wench. I am Gwendolyn Toustain, daughter of Lord Clarion and Castellan of Seahaven. You will answer to me, and you will do so respectfully, or hold your tongue." He scowled. "If you want respect, you will grant me the same. I am not your whipping boy, and my men are not to be mistreated. I am a knight of Dalaria, as are many of the men present. I want your word that they will not be mistreated." "That will depend upon you, sir," she said. "Tell me what part you've played in the disappearance of my brothers." The knight's scowl deepened. "What bloody brothers? I know not of what you speak." Fury raged within Gwen, and she was sorely tempted to strike him again. She leaned down toward him until they were nearly nose to nose. "Sir Ivrane, Sir Leofred, Sir Eckhart, all vanished after a skirmish in the forests between Haywick and Vorshai, a skirmish with Dalarians." His eyes widened in what appeared to be genuine surprise. "Vanished? Milady, no Dalarians have been dispatched to Dinisdale to instigate a fight. I am here." "Then explain this!" Gwen bellowed, finding the pin she'd been carrying in the pocket of her kirtle. She threw it down to the floor between them with a snarl. The mountain of Maignart stared up at them from the rushes, deep brown enamel with a snowy white peak. If at all possible, the knight's eyes grew even wider. "Where did you get that?" "In the woods of Seahaven," she said. "I plucked it from the body of one of your dead comrades. They came to ravage our lands, raping and murdering. Haywick is a burned ruin, and our people saw your banners with their own eyes. The ruby of Chios, the crossed swords of Halea, both flying beneath the standard of Maignart." He shook his head. "Milady, upon my honour, I swear to you that Lord Theodric has had no part in this. If Dalarians are responsible for the massacre at Haywick, then word must be sent to him. You must allow us to depart this place so that we can bring the men who have broken the peace to justice. It must be made right." Gwen studied him with outward calm, but inwardly she was reeling. Her decision now could tip the scales of an impending war in one direction or the other. "You are right," she said slowly, thinking over every word. The jailer and his guards arrived, their chain-mail hauberks gleaming in the light of the candles. Iron chains rattled and shackles clinked as they surrounded her prisoners. "Justice must be done, and so it will. Guards, chain them."